Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janelle Samora and this is Scent Talk from my closet, the fragrance closet. On this channel, we go over all things fragrance. We cover niche perfume houses. We go over layering combos. We talk about dupes and clones of original fragrances, highlight indie perfume brands like we're doing this week with KYSE Perfumes. All things fragrance. If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and continue watching. Consider hitting that subscription button and the bell so you'll be notified to new videos because you never know which fragrance house or perfume topic we're going to cover next. Now, jumping in for today's review, we are going over KYSE's COCCO ALLA VANIGLIA. Now, KYSE Perfumes is a gourmand indie perfume brand house. They have one perfumer and her name is Terry Bozo, and she is just a gourmand genius. She's the gourmand queen. These scents are edible, they're enjoyable, they last a long time. The majority of them, that has been my experience with them. This is not anything that you can just order and be rest assured that it's going to work well for you. I highly recommend sampling first. They have several samples on the site. They have their 1 ml samples. They have 3 ml samples, and if you're still not convinced, they do have 6 ml samples as well. And then the next sizes up are, I believe, your 15 ml bottles and your 30 ml bottles. I'm not sure if they have 60 ml bottles. I'm not sure. I have not ordered a 60 ml. My biggest bottle from here, because they're so potent, and I haven't needed a bigger size of anything thus far. I have here Sucero Filato. This is my biggest bottle so far from KYSE Perfumes. Goodness, they also have some body butters as well, and I've only invested in these 2 so far, but I am excited to explore this week. They have a coupon code going on, not right now, but they've already listed it on their site for Black Friday. And yeah, perfect timing to be exploring, getting familiar, checking out which ones are going to be the ones that we need to upgrade. I mean, upsize, you know. The prices are very reasonable for a you know, the consistency and the strength that you're getting in these fragrances. So good. So for today, COCCO ALLA VANIGLIA, I decided to kick it off with this because I felt like, you know, oh, it's going to be not easy per se, but it's going to be a fragrance that that I think I can jive with. Not to mention, I did do my first impressions video and I did spray every single one of them. So I pretty much knew which one I wanted to conquer first, and that was the COCCO ALLA VANIGLIA. So in this fragrance, I did get it as a 1 ml sample. I didn't even choose this one on my own. I completely overlooked it. I threw my sample in a sprayer because I don't like to dab my fragrances when I'm testing them out. I want to atomize them. I want them to, you know, I want to spray them on myself. These are very thick, concentrated oil type. They're eau de perfumes, but they're very, very thick, so I don't recommend you spraying them up close. You know, get pretty far away from yourself, or spray it on your wrists and then just dab it around your clothes. Really, I don't know if you can tell. I mean, this is good stuff. Good stuff. So the notes in this fragrance are coconut pulp, CO2, vanilla beans, organic tonka bean butter, and cream. That's all we got going on here. This is the perfumer's, Terry Bozo is the perfumer for this house, and she is the gourmand queen. So I mean, she does such an amazing job with these gourmand fragrances. This is her favorite. She says that she applies, on the site it lists that she applies this on her wrist before bedtime, and it's just oh so cozy, and I concur. This is cozy. I've been finding lately that I'm very, very calmed and I feel cuddled by cozy, creamy, coconut chocolate notes. Oh, I've just been loving those. So I felt like this fragrance was appropriate. Also, we're going to be doing some layering towards the end of the video. So I'll talk about what I layered and wore it with today, and then I'll talk about what I want to layer this with. This is an upgradable fragrance. It really, really is. I want a bigger size of this. So this is a foodie type you know, I still have it on my skin. This is a food, it leans in the very gourmand realm versus like a beachy sunscreen coconut. And that's what I really thought that this was going to give me. I thought it was going to give me, you know, sunscreen beach vibes, but it didn't. It gave me edible. This is, I want to eat this type vibes. So it smells, it's extremely enjoyable. I could smell it, you know, it wafting at me. I had a nice scent bubble. I love fragrances that I'm going to get to enjoy throughout the day, that I don't have to like, hey, where are you, or what am I wearing today? No, this, you could tell you were wearing this today, and it left a nice little sillage as well. And so this would completely amplify and rock any fragrance that has a coconut note in there, or even vanilla, that you want to bring out to the forefront. You just want to amplify it. And this would be a solid option. I mean, anytime, if you've been on the channel for any amount of time, anytime I talk about amplifying coconut, the only couple of options that I've been giving you guys so far are the Golden Pear it's from the pink line, because I feel like it smells like pina colada. Like, I feel like it smells like coconut all the way. And then I have a cold, I think that this is very cold coconut, not a creamy coconut. It's a fresh coconut colada. Yes, I agree. It has coconut milk, vanilla rum, and pink hibiscus. And something about it is just like cool. Like, it feels like there's ice in here. When you put it on your skin, it's like very refreshing. Both of these, it would layer wonderfully underneath this Cocco alla Vaniglia. And so I really do feel like this perfume, or this fragrance by KYSE, would be amazing in body butter form, only because I do not have a straight up coconut vanilla body butter that would layer under all of these fragrances I'm going to give you guys today, all of these options. Oh man, stay tuned, we're almost there. I'm excited to get to the layering. So I talked about that. This is very layerable, like I'm saying. So for today, I applied it. The minute that I sprayed this fragrance, it reminded me of chocolate. I was like, what did I just spray? Did I just spray chocolate? No, but that is what it gives me. It gives me a very, it starts out, my goodness, with like a toasted coconut / chocolate note. I mean, that is what I get. I get the candy, the almond joy, or the Mounds candy. That's what pops into my brain the minute I smell this. And maybe that's what makes it so edible smelling, but that is what I get initially. And my little girl walked in right after I had sprayed it, and she's like, that smells like coconuts, but with something bad. My little girl, she absolutely loves fragrances. She has a great nose. She picks out things in fragrances, and I'm like, child, how do you do that? However, she's not gotten accustomed, or does not prefer or like anything too chocolatey, anything buttery. I mean, it's too much for her. She does not like it. She doesn't like anything smelling, anything that leans buttered popcorn, you know, or too deep of a marshmallow note either. Yeah, no. She's also not a fan of strawberry pound cake and all of that, you know. So I told her, don't worry. I feel like it's going to settle down. So sure enough, by the time that I was combing her hair, she was enjoying it. So I'm combing her hair, and she's just doing this, and I said, is it good? Are you liking it now? And she's like, yes, you know. So she approved. So she did not like the initial chocolate blast, and tell you the truth, she does not like that candy. She doesn't like that coconut candy. She doesn't even like cake with coconut. Okay, that's enough about my little girl and her, you know, what she doesn't like. But I'm just trying to explain to you guys the smell of this, and the fact that it is so perceivable. I mean, you can smell this. This is what it smells like chocolate and coconut. Oh, and vanilla. So the tonka bean in here, I also feel adds a little, it can all smell like vanilla, but it adds just this other little dimension to it. It is pretty linear after it lands on that creamy coconut vanilla. Pretty linear. You don't get the chocolate back, the chocolate smell. You do not get that back. So for that reason, I felt, oh gosh, I'm gonna throw something on here that's just gonna be bliss for today. And it was. I wore this fragrance today, Coco Alla Vaniglia, with La Tacita de Café by Day 3 Fragrances. If you are not familiar with Day 3, oh, excuse you. If you're not familiar with Day 3 Fragrances, they are an artisanal fragrance house. They do small batches. The perfumer's name is Michael Pott. He is amazing. He does amazing work. I absolutely love his fragrances. I have fallen in love with every single one that they've put out, and I own them all. They're up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 5th one here. Amazing. This fragrance right here is blended to perfection. I have a full dedicated review to La Tacita de Café. We have in here Dominican coffee. We have, what else do we have? Wild orange. We have some spices, Bahivi rose. You know, and everything just works so beautifully together. We got a little bit of caramel, rum, tonka. We have vanilla as well. In the base, we have some sandalwood that's just rounding it out and grounding the fragrance. And yeah, and a little bit of amber as well. This fragrance is so just light and heavy and light at the same time. And I don't know how it does it, but it's just got that quality to it to where it's just extremely wearable while smelling like a gourmand fragrance as well. I mean, goodness, this has that coffee. It's a coffee centered fragrance. I still have it. Oh my gosh, so this is how I still have it right here at my heart. This is how I wore this today. I placed the Coco Vaniglia on my wrists, on the inside of my elbows, behind my ears, and on my shoulders so that I can just be engulfed in it, you know, surrounded. Then I sprayed the Tacita de Café here at my heart. And then I did a couple of light sprays just like on my arms. So, you know, just kind of everywhere else. Oh my goodness, this was gorgeous. I mean, goodness, it was gorgeous. So the first couple of times that I experienced La Tacita de Café, I got some samples before it was finalized. And I remember the first thing that I asked the perfumer was, is there coconut in here? I'm smelling some coconut. And he was like, no, there is no coconut. That is when you know that the notes are just gorgeous, that it's going to be a great fragrance when you're smelling something so beautiful as coconut, you know, where it's not even listed. I have come across that many a time when I'm like, okay, but it smells like this or it smells like that. It's because everything's blended so well, it's giving off a different type of vibe. Oh my gosh. So this is one of those. This is definitely one of those. It is way more wearable than some of your heavy coffee centered fragrances. So I went ahead and threw some coconut, you know, vanilla into my coffee this morning with La Tacita de Café. If you know, if you love vanilla creamers and all that in your coffee, then you can almost, you know, you can taste what I'm smelling. It's beautiful. It was such a great combination. Oh my gosh, I didn't think I could make La Tacita de Café smell any better, and I did. It smells so good. All right, guys, so that is how the fragrance wore. Lasted all day long. I still have it. We're 12 hours plus. I've always had that experience with this fragrance. It goes the distance. And the Coco Alla Vaniglia, I'm so happy it stuck around as well for this ride because it was gorgeous. All right, guys, so I want to talk to you guys about some layering combos. Speaking of coffee, now that I know that the Coco Alla Vaniglia will go beautiful with coffee, I have Vice here by the House of Glory. This is a very strong coffee smelling body butter. Oh, they do sell in an oil and an eau de parfum. This is part of their general catalog with House of Glory, so you can get it year round. It's got Turkish coffee, marshmallow goo, tainted by graham cracker crumbs, toasted hazelnuts, and blanketed in black chocolate. It is so bitter, like it's dark. The first time I applied this, I thought I was in trouble. I was like, what did I do? I put it, you know, I do have a dedicated review to this as well. Beautiful layering base this is. I could just imagine adding the Coco alla Vaniglia. Oh my gosh, I could just imagine adding it to this. And I want to. I can just, okay, I would love to do Vice as a layering base, then a couple of spritz of the Coco alla Vaniglia, maybe top it off with one beautiful spritz of La Tacita. That would have been my dream combo for today, I believe, because Vice, it lightens up eventually. I don't know how it does it, because it starts off like it wants to just, it's got, you know, a Colombian death grip, even though it's Turkish coffee. It's just, it comes at you. It comes at you. All right, so next, I feel, this is not coffee. This is coconut as well. This is called Twice is Nice by House of Glory. It is the sweetest offerings of opulence, buttery sugar cookie with shavings of creamy coconut and topped with toasted almond slivers. Yes. Yes, this is another one that's like very cozy, very gourmand, edible smelling. Again, scared me at the beginning, but it just, they dry down so beautiful, very cozy, creamy, and I enjoyed them so much. So I still have them here. All right, if you don't want to go that deep, if you don't want to go the coffee route, I just think Coco alla Vaniglia will stick to your skin and stand out on its own, no problem. So maybe just going in with a light spritzing of this would go very, very well. So this has fresh coconut, sparkling cherry, seltzer, dreamy moonflower, and caramelized vanilla. And this is Sunset Glow by Bath & Body Works. And I think this is reminiscent to the Sol Janeiro 62 or the Bum Bum Cream smell. This is different though. It's got that added cherry, you know, so it's slightly different. But this would go wonderful. I really do feel. Now, let's get on with a few fragrances that I feel I would just love to layer with this fragrance. So I have here, this is called Top Secret by Be Layered. Now this fragrance has Belgian chocolate in it. It's got some milk. It's got Italian almond cookies. Ooh, Italian almond cookies and some silky caramel. So in this fragrance, we have a chocolate version of the delish, undeniably cozy, beautiful, delicious Xerjoff's Italica. This is what this gives me. I have a full dedicated review to this as well if y'all want to check out how that wear test went. But I feel like adding, this is where I would love to have the Coco alla Vaniglia as a body butter instead of a perfume, because I just feel like having that as a base to this would be so good. I absolutely love the body butter consistency, by the way. It is so creamy. I haven't opened it for you guys. So creamy. Look at that. I've got a little bit here. I've got a little bit here. Oh my gosh. This is I just got this one in. I thought I was opening Delisa de Marshmallow. Oh my gosh. This is so decadent. And the smell, exactly like the perfume. I really do enjoy those two. Delisa de Marshmallow and Succedo Filato. So having Coco alla Vaniglia in the body butter form, endless layering possibilities, I feel. So that was the first fragrance. Let me bring out another one that I really do feel would benefit from this. Dolce & Gabbana's what is it? I was gonna say Secret Garden. Garden. Is this? Yeah, just Garden, right? I don't know. I haven't worn this fragrance in so long. I did do a side-by-side, I believe, with this. Oh, This is a lactonic fragrance, but it has some coconut in there. Garden does not fit. You know, the name I've always said does not fit this fragrance. This, to me, is just a beautiful coconut. And it would go so good with Coco alla Vaniglia. Oh, I love that fragrance. Sticking with the coconut, I have here, I think that you could accentuate the coconut in Ariana Grande's Cloud. Another option is Beauty and the Beach by Be Layered. So what they did with this, it is the Cloud dupe, but I really do feel like it smells so much closer to the Intense because it's creamier. It is, it's just beautiful. I absolutely love this this fragrance. So Beauty and the Beach by Be Layered. They did a great job. This one is a little more, leans a little more to the perfume route, if you will. So if you want to give it that gourmand feel, just add the Coco alla Vaniglia and you'll be set. On that same route, as far as smelling a little more perfume versus gourmand, we have Tease Creme Cloud by Victoria's Secret. Oh, I have a full review where I have like, I don't even know how many layering capabilities with this fragrance. It is very, very layerable. So adding this to it again would make it very, very decadent. Yes, it would. Okay, so next we have a couple of fragrances that I'm not thinking of them right now because it's not middle of summer. These two fragrances right here to me scream summer. You know, just that's what they scream to me. This is Tom Ford's Soleil Blanc Eau de Parfum, and I just think that adding this foodie coconut again in the body butter, but if I, you know, I want to try it with this perfume oil just on my pulse points, I think it would accentuate the coconut in here. Oh man, I think that that would just be gorgeous. I could be wrong, but I think. Again, so with this fragrance here, Alien Goddess as well, I think it could accentuate that coconut that we got going on in here. So these are two that I would really, really need to put to the test before I can say that it is rock solid, but I feel like it would go great. Now, two fragrances that I know for sure would rock with Coco alla Vaniglia, it would go perfect, would be Lattafa Nebras and the Sweet Tooth by Sabrina Carpenter. These two have the same different thing going on. And if you've seen a couple of past reviews and you know what I'm talking about, they have creaminess, they have a little bit of chocolate note in there, they have coziness. This one has no coconut in there, but again, I am reminded of like a coconut ice cream in the dry down. Imagine adding this coconut. Oh my god, I can't even speak. It's delicious. I bet it's going to be delicious. I would love to layer that. Same thing here. This fragrance is layerable as well. It's got the coconut milk in there, so and it's got this chocolate marshmallow that I just feel is so good. Kind of leaning towards the Swiss Miss type chocolate. I mean, goodness, this, I really love this. So mixing this with the Coco alla Vaniglia, so good. I think that's all I have for. Oh, I have one more. This, oh my gosh, you guys, it's because it fell. One more and then we're done for today. Oh my gosh, this is affordable, creamy, delicious. We got some whipped cream in here. We have some coffee as well and some dulce de leche. This is Britney Spears' Private Show, and this one I really don't feel works well in the heat, but I feel, oh, I sprayed it. Yes, I love this. This is so creamy and cozy. I had to get my little girl, I'm putting it here now because we cannot waste this. Oh, we cannot waste this. It's good. Even though it's such an affordable price, I mean, I still don't want to waste it. I think I paid $8.99 for this on Fragrance Net. It was on clearance. And so I got her her own bottle because she was like, I want the, I love VIP Private Show, but I want Private Show. So she got her own bottle as well. Delicious. Delicious fragrance. The longevity is amazing on that very, very affordable fragrance as well. Whoo, I got excited, you guys, with these layering combos. Coco alla Vaniglia is a winner. You could wear it on its own if you don't mind, you know, a very linear type scent. You got coconut, you got vanilla, and that's basically all you're gonna get from top to bottom, you know, but it is gorgeous. I highly recommend this one by KYSE. It's going to be another staple that I use to enjoy, you know, layering with the rest of my collection for sure. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this review. I really do appreciate you guys, and if you guys have a favorite coconut vanilla, you know, go ahead and share it with us. That would be awesome to know. I love when you guys share that with us because it opens up, you know, other horizons that, I mean, we can Google all we want, but if we're not familiar with something, then you know, we don't know. So thank you guys for sharing and exploring fragrances with us. Y'all have a blessed rest of your day, your night, or your evening, and you stay safe.